Hey, welcome in. Hey guys, I'm Monique Leslie, Misfit Crafter from Misfit Crafter Studio, Misfit Crafter Menagerie. I'm working on completing a book that I started yesterday. I did it live, but I did it live in another group or with another set of people in their live, so it wasn't on my channel, so I do apologize. You won't have been able to see me actually assemble it, but I can go through just to give you an idea of what I've done so far. The spine on this is pretty big. We're going on, let's see, it's about 3¼ inch spine altogether. Measured it out at 3 inches, so the inside cardstock or chipboard is 3 inches, but it's a little bigger once you add the spine gap and everything comes out to about 3¼ inches. It is 8.5 tall by 4¼ inches, sorry, 5.5 wide. It's a little bit, yeah, about 5.5. It's a little bit off, but not too bad. But all I did was a hinge version of the mini album. So it's just a hinge setting in here for the mini album portion of it. So I started with assembly of it all, but I also added a little box at the end, just like a little box insert area, so that I can add a junk journal in the end right here that can be pulled in and out. I was gonna put a clear like acetate or something over this, but I found it's not too big of a deal. I forgot to put it on before putting the frame on here. After making the box portion, I ended up gluing it, even though I told myself like 5 million times, make sure you add the frame. Make sure you add the acetate. I still somehow missed it. I reinforced this, so the box part of it, you can see right here, it's like 110-pound cardstock. For this portion, or it's like 100, it might be an 85-pound cardstock, but it's nice and sturdy because of all the folding and everything. Hey, welcome in. But the top, I knew this is going to be a little flimsy, so I reinforced it with some more double sheets of cardstock right here. That's why it's black. It just happened to be a thicker one. Really won't show too much, so I'm not too worried about it. If anything, I might cover it with some washi tape just so you don't see it as much. But like I said, this is going to be the insert portion. I don't think I really have to reinforce it any more than that. The book that's going to be in it will really hold it. So it should be good. And there's enough space in between that it's not going to get crushed or anything like that from anything else. I still do have space over here on this side, but I'm thinking I may just like add some embellishments and stuff that might be like a cute little scene right here that will take up some of the space on this side over here, like a shaker or something like that. Right now I'm in the middle, I've already cut everything. I'm in the middle of putting all the paper onto each one of the panels. So I just laid them out the way that I want them. In between that, I kind of got bored, so I stopped doing that for a minute, and I ended up working on the junk journal pages. So the junk journal pages, I ended up putting, because I didn't print on the back side, because this is my paper set. It is called Ladybug Dreams. So it is available on the website. So it's Ladybug Dreams. It's like a 45-pager paper set. Comes with tons of papers. So because I was going to have so much extra paper, since it's a mini album instead of a junk journal, I'm going to also make a junk journal that slides into this end piece. But because I printed it all just one-sided, I'm still going to cut off the edges on this. I ended up dyeing each of the papers a little bit, or inking and dyeing each of the papers just a little bit different. And I'm going to add some embellishments and stuff like that. But I ended up doing it to part of, like half of it. And then I started getting tired of doing that. So I ended up throwing them in my printer and just adding like lined paper to the back of it. But it was fun doing this part at least. So I'm going to mix and match some of that for the junk journal portion. Because there's still tons of paper. This is not even all of it. Let me grab the one off the printer. And the one off the printer, I just did faint line paper on the back ends of each one of them, just so I could have that. So I'm going to finish working on that and welcome in. Just say hello if you're here. Don't forget to tap tap. Also, I'm live on both YouTube and TikTok at the same time. So if you see me answer a question on one side and not on the other side, or you're wondering why I'm answering a question that you don't see, it's probably because somebody asked me on the other side. But yeah, and if you're wondering why I'm on so early, who the heck am I? Again, my name's Monique Leslie. I'm Misfit Crafter. I have a Misfit Crafter Studio website, Misfit Crafter Menagerie Shop, both on my website and on my, I also have a TikTok shop, but today was holiday, so I'm able to come in early. I did have to work today, but I didn't have to work as late. So I think I'm going to finish gluing these pages, and then we'll work on these pages, and we'll see if we can finish up this book. Later on today, I will have another live sale for anybody that's interested. I am trying to get through all of our embellishments. So we have tons of different embellishments from like things like this, different acrylics and stuff like that that we're going to have for sale. There was no plan. It's just that we're moving kind of unexpectedly, mostly unexpectedly. We're going to be moving and we need to get rid of a lot of the inventory. So just so it's out of the way, I've already completely sold out of all of my, any in-stock paper that hasn't been printed, that was already printed. So any on-hand papers, oopsie papers, extra papers, sample papers, all of my paper sets, those are gone. Those are spoken for and gone. Those were gone the first, I think the first night we sold, no, second night. But yeah, by the second night, we were completely sold out of papers really, really fast. I still do have a few tools. I know I keep promising a few more tools, but we end up running out of time when we're doing the embellishments. But later on today, we will do a live sale. I just want to work on this book a little bit because my brain needs to get out of the move and the sales and all that. So really just want to work on this book. So far, I've only added like a few pages in here. Like I said, I stopped part way because I got tired, and then I started doing, working on the other pages. So let's glue in these things. If you're here, please say hello. Let me know what you're up to. If anybody's crafting along with me, I'd love to know what you're doing. Hello, welcome in. And again, I'm live on both TikTok and on YouTube, so you can pick your format that you want to watch on. It will be recorded, so you'll be able to watch it later if you want to just see the process. I'm going to speed it up for a process video later and add it to my YouTube. So make sure you're following me on there as well. Oh, I think my camera moved just a bit. There we are, a little better. It's a little warm, so I gotta, not a little warm, it's actually a lot of warm. So I gotta work fast because my glue is drying so fast and I don't want it to leave lines in the paper. I hate the way it smells though, it's driving me nuts. So one thing I really don't like is the smell of the papers. And if anybody wants to come up on TikTok, just let me know. You could definitely join in. Unfortunately, you won't be able to see them if you're over on YouTube, but I can tell you what they're saying. But yeah, if anybody wants to join me over on the TikTok side, you're definitely welcome to come on up. It's one of the other reasons I stopped working on adding the pages in, because I don't like the smell of this. But because it is so warm, if I use any other glue, it'll dry way too fast, and I don't want to use tape because it just, that's a lot of tape to use. But yeah, this is definitely drying like super fast. Normally I use instead of Beacon, I usually use my Art Glitter Glue. So that stuff really dries fast. But the smell, I can smell it so much today. Welcome up. Yeah, if you're hopping in, you're like, I recognize that name, but I don't know who she is. I don't remember. Yeah, that's why. I very rarely get to come on live anymore, so it's kind of sucky. Maybe you can hear the cats like crazy. There we are. I forget to add my lives to my website. So I'm just gonna add that I am live right now to my website. If it lets me, because the other day it was down, it was not letting me do it. Thank you for the hearts. All right, let's see. We are gonna change that image. I'm just adding it to my website real quick so people can join from the website directly since I'm live right now. There we are, publish you, okay. All right, making sure that people could see me, that I'm actually live. All right, and if you are joining on either one, TikTok or YouTube, don't be afraid to say hello. Oh, it's like you're smelling just pure alcohol when I smell this glue. I don't like it. I just cleaned off this whole mat. Gonna have to do it again. The cats are singing right now. It's my brother's cats. They're going a little cuckoo nut right now. Hey, welcome in. Hey, Google, play music.
All right, here's Spotify.
Okay. You can't hear anything? Can you hear me now? Probably because I wasn't talking. Can you hear me now? Let me know. Should be able to hear. Let me test. Hello, testing. Yeah, I would check your volume. You should be able to hear. I just wasn't talking. That might be it. Like, can you hear me now? I just wasn't talking. There was nobody here yet. You kind of snuck on me. I don't get to go live that often, and I definitely don't get to go live in the middle of the day. Holiday lets me do that. And it's an unexpected one. So thanks for joining me. What are you up to? I figured I can get some, at least, if anything, I can get some recording and some stuff done, some samples done. I didn't get a day off, but I got a half day, sort of. I volunteered to work today. I don't know why, but I did. Oh yeah, money. Money's good when it's the volunteer days, but yeah. I volunteered to work today's shift, and the whole company basically they only get like a handful of us to work the phones for the day, and the shift is from like 7 to noon is what we work for the phones. We had one phone call, I think, come in all day, as far as I know, because I only answered one phone call today. But I got a lot of other side work done on my 9 to 5 job. And then I gotta work on orders today, but my brain needed just a little bit of me time today, I guess, because I usually leave one job and come and do my business stuff right after, and I don't get to craft for myself anymore. So even though technically this is a sample, sort of, it's still something fun to do. I can feel glue on that. Where's my eraser? There it is. A little glue up there. Yep, got a bunch of glue now because I had it on my fingers. Okay, there it goes. I gotta clean off my eraser. I don't know why the glue is still sticky on my eraser. I can't see the glue because of the paper pattern. I can only feel it. All right, there we go. Okay. I don't know what music my Spotify just decided to play. Oh, there we go. That works, I think. I put on the Spotify, what do you call it, DJ. Oh, I know what's wrong. It's like, why does this sound so weird? There we go. It's playing on the wrong speakers, that's why. All right, let's finish this sucker up. See how fast I can get this done. I got a few more pages left. villains are made. Three more sheets. This is how villains are made. Villains are made. Last page. No, two more pages. There we go. Too much. All right, we got our pages in. All right, let me get this glue off my fingers. I'll do a quick flick through of what's in so far, and then we will get the rest of it. Welcome in. All right, let's see. Glue off the fingers. Let's clean a little glue off the mat. I want to get the glue off the mat so that when I ink some stuff up, I'm not like making creases from the glue lines. off my tool. All right, hopefully I don't have to use Rex glue for a while now. Ugh, it smells. And I was only using this glue because it's warm, and so everything else is drying like way too fast right now. So it makes it a little easier to do it. All right. All right, so here's where we're at so far. Books put together, base pages are put in. Cute little flip through. These are just the base pages. We have the little container area where we're going to put the junk journal in. That's all done already. And then we just got to finish making the junk journal, but it's huge. So now we work on the junk journal. Okay, junk journal cover time. Okay, so the junk journal itself isn't gonna have, well, I might make it have a full on cover, maybe, sort of. Trying to think if I want to. Probably will. So it needs to be a little bit smaller than the 8.5 by 11 version though. So I think, let me get another piece of paper. Because I know I want it to have a red cover for sure. All right, I think we will still have it have a red cover. It needs to be this size because it needs to fit in here. And that actually fits perfect in there. Okay. So we can't just fold this in half. We're going to use 2 of these pieces. And we are going to give it a very small, like, 1/2 inch-ish. Yeah, it's got to be less than half. So we're going to do 3/8 of an inch spine. It's going to be really tiny. Honestly, it's probably going to be mostly folding. I don't know if I want to do a hardback spine or not. I don't think so. I think I know what I'll do. Okay. So we're going to use this. We need to make it slightly shorter. We're still going to have to use 2 pieces of cardstock for this, though. All right, let's do it this way. Okay. We're doing a 3/8 inch spine. I'm gonna overlap this by 3/8 of an inch so that it is not too thick, not too thin. Let's do a full half, it's a little over half, that's okay. Oh my goodness, whoever's beating the egg is like beating it to death right now. Hey, Weedsy, what you doing? No, don't stick. Thank you. Damn it. All right, there we go. Watching me? Are you off today? Did they give you the date off? Netflix shows. had to work from 7 till noon, which I didn't like because I don't like getting up that early. I usually don't start till 8:30, but I had to work 7 to noon. But holiday pay, so that's okay. All right, we are overlapping this so that I get a thicker spine, but we're not gonna use chipboard. Because we're gonna make sort of like a folio type of junk journal insert to put in the book. So it gives us a little bit of a reinforced spine, but our outer sheets aren't going to be as big. So if I use that as my edge, we need only a 3/8 of an inch spine here. And inventing and a hunting one. Oh gosh. I swear right now, the way I keep laughing, my throat sounds like I freaking smoke forever. Okay, there we are. Inventing Anna, that one sounds familiar. I can't remember what it was. All right, there we go. I'm thinking I might be a little bit of a folio type of thing. I might fold in these to help reinforce it because it bent in right there right now. You see it, that was not meant to be there, and it just kind of did it because of the other side right here. So loud. There we are. Okay, let's see. So I need this to be about 5.5, but I think that will stick out a little. So let me measure. It's okay if it sticks out a little. Might leave it 5.5. Yeah, let's leave it 5.5 so it sticks out just a little to line up with the bigger pages. So let's push that back. We're gonna go 5.5. Thinking if I make these two like maybe pockets, it'll help reinforce the cover a little. I just hate that. I'm probably gonna put something over that just to make it reinforce and just not look so funky. But I'm also going to cut these down. So I have the same size one, and I have two pockets. It's like 5 1/8. And this one, I'm gonna do them both at 4.5. All right, let's see. much? All right. About to do this really dumbly, but okay, there we are. That works. Now I just need a punch. No, I don't need a punch from you, mister. Let me get this out of the way for a second. I need a bigger round punch. Let's see. Here we go. That'll work. All right, let's see. I'm just marking the middle so I can see it. Where's my ruler? Okay, that'll work. All right. So right now we're working on the junk journal side of it. Jeez. Well, didn't want you to leave a mark. The pencil decided to leave a mark. Smooth it out a little. Well, usually these have a center mark. This one doesn't. That's not cool. There's usually like a center mark here and a center mark here. And this one doesn't have it. Let me see if I have another one. Well, none of these have a center mark. Dang it. All right. Well, I'm just gonna have to figure it out myself. Let's see. So, 3 inches. All right, let's find the center mark and mark it myself. It is just under 3. Let's move you with the hair there. 1.5. Okay, that'll give me at least that. Then I can judge the other side, that's fine. All right, so I marked the center mark myself. So I can try to get this centered as much as possible. All right, let's see. That looks so uneven. Okay, I can tell it's like uneven, but close enough. Slightly off, one's a little higher than the other, but not too bad. All right. Such a complicated cover all of a sudden. Song's getting on my nerves right now. There you go. All right, so we got ourselves a nice little cover. I just really hate that. That's a little more reinforced. And we just need something to go along the spine of it all. Let's get over to our embellishments. All right, I printed it out twice. So I have these printed on cardstock instead. So trying to see what I could put in the spine. Get this one. About the same size. Let's see. About to crack. crush everything. There we go. Oh man. I wonder. Try something. I don't know if it'll work. Might be doing it backwards. It probably won't work. If I do it... If I do it the other way? Try something. If not, I just cut it off. Very tiny sliver that didn't get cut off right. But I love this paper cutter because it'll cut it off anyway. All right, let's cut these guys up. Size is way different. This is not going to work. Well, maybe. Let me see. No. These are just going to have to be cut. All right, let's see. Be cute. Let's leave it like that. Need smaller. Try this. That'll work. Hey, Beth. What you up to? I'm working on the junk journal cover right here. It's gonna be more like a folio cover because it's gonna go inside of a other book. So right now I'm just kind of reinforcing the cover. It's gonna be more of a softer cover, little pockets, and then the part I'm sewing in. Gotta move this out of the way because if I don't, I'm gonna get glue all over it. Okay. Okay, and if you're on the TikTok side, you want to come up, just let me know. I can add you in. I'm just live on both TikTok and YouTube, so it's a little weird because I'm talking to like 2 different sets of people at the same time. Oh, I should have did that different. Let me see if I can get that off. Yes, I can. Let's do that again. That's not what I wanted. Okay. Trying to find a cover to put on this that I like. That'll work. I just took this down and put it back up. Okay, let's do this. Well, I gotta clean up this edge. I used a different paper cutter to cut that off the other day. And it looked terrible. Ah. Thank you. Finally get to finish it up. Actually make a sample up for it. Yep, that's better. Just gotta fix where I made a mess right there, which I'll be able to fix with some ink in a minute, but there. I hate this glue. I hate and love this glue. I just hate the way it smells. This Don't smell for me. Are you making the journal stuff to sell? I'm making it for a sample, but eventually I sell them when I get around to it. Usually people will be like, you know, that album that you made for that one paper, and they're like, can I buy it? And I'm like, sure. I do need to sell off a bunch of albums though, so I will be doing a sale of just my books that I've made because they need to go. Like a lot. Because I have lots that need to go. Like a lot. I have a design team that I need to get papers out to and stuff like that. But I wanted to make a good sized project out of it. I love my design team, but sometimes they make mostly like folios or smaller projects. So I wanted a larger project for this one. Just because there's so much paper in this one. So it's a mini album junk journal combo because there is both elements in it. Because there's so much dang paper that really you could do both. And then some probably. There we go. One was a little bigger than the other one because the paper printed funny. But I think that'll make a cute cover and then the back. But then to reinforce this spine just a little bit more, I'm going to add this to it on top of it. Yep. That will be much better. What's the other one look like? Well, because I already put like glue on this, I don't want it to be all bumpy. So I'm going to use this one instead. Yeah. I so did not do that even, but oh well, too late. Okay. Yeah. A lot of work for like a folio size thing. Okay. bit of glue to that next. Okay, nice and reinforced. Make sure this is gonna fit. Oh, I just remember what I was gonna do for this. Too late now. That works. That's gonna go in there. Looks like it fits pretty well. So that'll be in there. That. I want to make a tab to be able to pull it out after I sew it in. Put a ribbon or something that sticks out that it can be just pulled out. Then you have the folio inside. Okay, let's do pages. Quick cleanup. No, I'm not good at doing this, but I'm trying. The quick cleanup part, anyway. I'll make sure I keep the room I need. Okay, it's cutting paper time. The fun part. If you're over on YouTube, don't forget to say hello. Again, I'm over on YouTube and on TikTok Live. So if you see me or hear me talking to people, that's why. If you're over on the TikTok side, I'd appreciate some tapping. Nobody's used to me being live at this time. Oh, I overcut that. Oh, it's going to be a short page. Oh, well. That's okay. Oh, thank goodness. I was like, it's starting to get warm. The air just popped on. See if I can get 2 of these at least. I hesitate to do more than 1 page just because sometimes the print border isn't the same. Okay, let's dare to do 3. Plus these are like really thick paper, so it's paper, but it's a coated photo paper that's not like regular photo paper. It's a thin photo paper, let's put it that way. But it's what gives it such pretty vibrant colors. Welcome in. Again, don't forget to do some tap, tap, tapping, some sharing, all that good stuff. That needs a little trim. There's a whole stack. Okay. Let's try. Sorry, needed some cold water. It's a little warm. There's barely a sliver on the bottom of that one that has a little bit of white, but I could fix that with some ink, so it's not a problem. Not big enough to notice, except for me. Yipes. I don't know if I can fit all these pages in there, honestly. This would be a very thick signature. Really wouldn't normally do a signature this thick. Might be able to fit 2 signatures in here. We'll see. All right, we are all cut up. Let's see what we've got. A lot of paper. If you really want to conserve some paper and stuff like that, you can actually roll these up and make them into paper tassels. Kind of fun, but I got a lot. Okay. This is never just gonna fold. So I know I'm not gonna try to make that a giant thing. So some of these have lines printed on the back and some of them I inked up. So we are going to kind of alternate what we've got. Okay, let's see how many pages we have and see how many of these we could actually fit in here. Okay, that is definitely too thick. 4, 5, 6, 8. Probably do 8 a signature and fit it. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. 8 and 8. Then we have extras. I'll make this a notebook. It's too thick. This should be right there. But yeah, okay. Oh, I think you're off a little. It's not even. I think you are. Welcome in. I'm just scoring some papers for the junk journal portion of the book that I'm putting together. Trying to find the centers. Not how successful I am, but we'll find it. We're gonna do 8 sheets per signature. So it's gonna be very, very small. So we're gonna try to get 2 signatures in here. We'll see. If not, I might just make them 10, but we'll see how well this is gonna fit. Like 10 sheets total with 1 signature, see if that works. I think we should be able to fit both. pretty thick. All right. That rippled it a little. Okay, next. All right, let's see. It's thick, but it works, and I love the way it's actually cascading because it's so thick, because the colors are really pretty. All right, 2 of these signatures are going to be tight, but I think they will fit. Yeah, look, just there. Just gonna have to be very careful. Okay. so narrow, it's making it a little difficult. Oh, I think I got it. It's gonna be in the spine of it. Yeah, it'll work. Okay.
Get in, sleep, or when? It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I've been up since 6. Didn't I just see you this morning? You're sitting on your bed this morning when I got up, dude. You're like sitting on your bed this morning when I got up. And then later on you came in the kitchen earlier.
Perfect. All right, if you haven't seen this before, this is our spool that holds our thread, and it has a spot for your needle and then like holds it. This little tool has like a cut 4 blades, so it is perfect for this. Why does this seem so way shorter? Did I get stuck somewhere? Did I not cut this to length I think I did? This is way too short. How did I cut you so short? Oh yeah, totally cut that too short. This one's good. Just doing a really simple pamphlet stitch. It makes it super easy. But it's just a little folio size thing, so it's good size. Okay, why am I just not doing this right today? Okay. Trying to pick up some of the slack, but I think I'm gonna have to like completely undo it. That's super loose, and I don't like that. I don't think I was paying attention to what I did. Somehow ended up with a ton of slack. That's why I'm easily getting this knot out. Okay, that's better. Much better. Okay, that was nice and tight. Okay, let's see. Welcome in. I know I still have to like glue this back a little bit. We got one signature in this very, very tiny little book. We'll get the other one in. I gotta cut more string because I was too short. And I just lost my string. Where is it? Ah, there it is. All right, let's get the other one on. Welcome in. Ouch. Okay. There we are. Let's get this tied up. I left them nice and long so I can add so I can add beads and stuff. Hmm? All right. So I got plenty of string for dangles. Let's get that glued in. Welcome in. Oh, bottle. Okay, that's nice and closed up. It looks like stitch marks to the feet of all the ladybugs. That just made it in there. That's cool. All right. Let's see how this all fits. So, I mean, it is definitely tight. I don't know if I'll put like something to wrap it, but I think it's not bad. I think it's definitely great for writing and stuff in. I don't think I could really put pockets or anything in this one. I might do a couple of things on here, but it's already really thick. Most of the other stuff is gonna go in here. So this guy is gonna end up in here, like so. It just locks in there like that. So it'll be all in there nicely. And then when it's closed up, it'll be kind of cool because you'll have all this dangle of beads and things like that, plus whatever we have right here. I think this is gonna get some black lace. Any chance I can use some black lace, it'll look really pretty. But now I got a full book right here, so there's not a lot of push anymore. so it makes it come up nicely up to the frame. Really cool. I think this book is going to get a little shimmer. Either some gilding or some shimmer, but we'll see. But so far, so good. All right. So we have a few extra sheets in here. So we got like 1, 2, 3, like 5. So that'll make 10. I can make a notebook out of this. And like add it in here somewhere. Plus I still need to figure out if I want to go ahead and leave these as pockets or just close them up. I'll probably make them into pockets and stuff too, but so we have some slide outs. I'm just trying to think of exactly how I want to do it. Some of these that have bigger like blank spaces, I might cut off a big section and make it a pocket that you can reach into a little bit easier instead of all the way at the top. Done that before, so it makes it look really cute. I may also cut some of these, close these up and cut open some of these to make side pockets instead. We'll see how we do that. All right, so I am going to take a short break. We are going to be on pause. And then when we come back, we'll cut out some embellishments. But at 4 o'clock, we're going to switch it up to live sale. So if you want to come back for that, you can join me for that. I'm going to send out a reminder for live sale to go ahead and get through some embellishments and stuff we need to get rid of for the shop. So if you want to come back at 4, I will be back. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and stop the live and then we'll come back at 4. Make it a little easier. All right, see you guys later. Thanks for joining. Bye.